This is our school, Sri KV English School, ICSC CVB campus, Chitbalapur, and I am Mr. Ali Umran, and I am handling class 5, and my subject is social studies. Children, today we are going to discuss the same chapter, that is the evolution of transport and communication, and this is the continuation of the topic, and today we are going to discuss the communication. See children, the main contents of this lesson are milestone in the communication. See children, before we study the milestone in the communication, better we will have to understand the meaning of milestone. See, milestone means significant stage or event in the development of something. Significant stage or event in the development of something. See, this is what we are going to learn today. Significant stage or event in the development of something. What are all the significant stages that were taken place in the communication system and technology, and what are all the developments that were taken place in the communication system, and various discoveries and various inventions were made in the communication technology, and we are going to learn each and every significant development and who developed that, what did they develop, and how far they were useful, that is in the communication system. We are going to discuss one by one in the coming slide. So children, remember, this is part 4 of the topic, that is transport and communication. See children, I told you already the meaning of communication, and we are going to discuss various events and various discoveries that were taken place in the communication system one by one. Children, first we will start with the printing press in the year 1450, discovered by Gutenberg, and his full name was Johannes Gutenberg. See children, before the printing press was introduced, there was postal communication, and this printing communication or the printing press, which was developed by Gutenberg, greatly helped, that is in the communication system. Instead of printing writing one letter, that is from hand, now handwritten documents were replaced by printing documents, and this in order to preserve or in order to record or in order to communicate with the others, printing press was greatly used in those days, and slowly this handwritten documents slowly reduced, and in this stage, after the discovery of printing press, people started to make use of the printing document. See children, Louis Braille, 1824, he developed a system of raised dots which allowed blind people to read. See, this is also a very significant development in the communication system, wherein even the blind people, disabled people can also read through his script. That is what we call Louis Braille. He developed the system, that is of raised dots, which allowed blind people also to read, and allowed even the blind people to communicate with one another, and this system allowed even the blind people to share their feelings, share their knowledge with one another, and this is also a major development that is in the field of communication system. Now third, in the year 1867, Christopher Sholes made the first typewriter. See, Christopher Latham Sholes. Christopher Latham Sholes or Christopher Sholes made the first typewriter, that is in the year 1867. See, people started to use this typewriter also, that is for communication, and people started to use these typewriters, that is in their business also. People started to use these typewriters, that is for the administrative purpose also, and all the records of the government, whether government records or private records, started to type with the help of this typewriter, and started to preserve these records, that is in files, so that the contribution of Christopher Sholes is also great, is also very big in the communication system, wherein people started to preserve their own document, that is with the help of the simple machine called the typewriter. See children, a major development that has taken place in the field of communication system, that is with the introduction of the telephones. See children, Alexander Graham Bell introduced telephone, that is in the year 1877. Earlier, all communication was one-way communication. See, one-way communication means you will not get instant reply from the receiver. See, you will not get any immediate reply from instant or immediate reply from the receiver. See, the best example to say is the postal communication is one-way communication, wherein the person who writes a letter has to go to the receiver, and after reading the letter, receiver used to write the letter, and the sender used to get the letter. And in order to put an end to this system, Alexander Graham Bell introduced the telephone. In telephone is two-way communication, where you will share your information, and you will get instant reply also immediately. You will get reply also, and you can share immediately. You can talk to a person, and reply also you will get at the same time. See, this is how this telephone greatly used in all the communication system. Quick and immediate messages, quick and immediate informations pass through this telephone system. Earlier, the telephone system was connected with the wires. Earlier, the first telephone communication was made through the wires, and in the later on stages we will discuss about that. This telephone communication also connected to the satellite communication. That we will discuss, that is in the next slides, that point we will discuss. But very important point what we have to understand is, in the year 1877, Alexander Graham Bell introduced the telephone, and from here onwards people started two-way communication and put an end to one-way communication. See next, in the year 1895, Marconi introduced wireless transmission. See, Marconi introduced wireless transmission, that is in the year 1895. See, that means radio was invented, that is in the year 1895. Earlier, there was no communication through any wireless transmission. See, Marconi introduced a radio which can send communication, that is through a wireless transmission. See, this greatly helped in the radio greatly helped in the mass communication. See, earlier communications were only restricted for a few people. For example, postal communication was restricted to a few people, and then the telephone communication was also restricted to person, whereas radio, it was widely used to communicate with a large number of people. Thus, the mass communication, what we will call the mass communication through, radio got introduced, that is in the year 1895. All the informations connected to weather forecast, all the information connected to the dangers and disasters got I mean uh, got introduced, all this communication, widely, communicated, that is through, the uh, radio, and thus radio greatly helped the world in order to get so much of information and so much of, messages, and so much of, alerts got introduced to a large number of people at the same time, that is with the help of radio. Thus radio, introduced or discovered by Marconi, was widely used, that is for mass communication. See children, next major step that was taken place in the field of communication system was the demonstration of first television. See, John Locke Bird, discovered or he made a first demonstration of television, that is in the year 1926. See, this was a major event in the history of the world. Why? Because radio, it passes only the signals of sound, whereas this television passes both sound and vision. Sound and vision can be obtained, that is from the television. In the year 1926 itself, John Locke Bird made his television, and he gave his first demonstration in the year 1926. See, there is a big difference between radio communication and telecommunication. Telecommunication became more popular. And people began to use televisions for both vision and sound. Say, radio will give sound communication. Radio will get only the sound communication, that is through sound. But whereas in television, both sound also, we can listen to the sound and we can listen to the video also. It is both audio and video. Can be obtained, that is from the television. Thus, television proved to be one of the major development, that is in the communication system. And this television, with the help of this television, each and every information, each and every major event that is taking place around the world got informed by television. Thus, television proved to be one of the major inventions, that is in the communication system. Thus, slowly people started to reduce the use of radios, and people started to make use of this television, and slowly people became very knowledgeable, and people became very clever by knowing the events here and there, and thus communication system got developed. The world communication system got developed, and this communication, that is telecommunication, made people to understand one another. Not only people got understood one another, and events also clearly understood by people, and the people became more clever and more intelligence after the introduction of televisions. Now slowly this televisions got so much of in the later on stages, so much of techniques got developed. First, earlier it was black and white, then it turned to color televisions began to introduce, and in the later on stages LCDs, then in the next stages LEDs also entered the market. And this shows very clearly that television became a very popular means of mass communication. And in India, telephone got introduced, that is in the year 1980, that is a first white and black television was introduced, that is in India, that is in the year 1980, and today there is no home in India without a color television. Now, Claude Shannon provided basic theory for all digital communication, that is in the year 1947. Claude Shannon provide a basic theory for all digital communication. Say the digital communication is the physical, it is the physical transferer of the data over a point to multi-point communication channel. See, digital communication is the physical, it is the physical transfer of data over point to multi-point communication channel. See, this got introduced, that is in the year 1947. Next, in the year 1966, satellite communication was developed. In the year 1966, satellite communication was developed, whereas in the year 1989, the concept of World Wide Web was developed. In the year 1991, Wi-Fi was invented. See, these are the three major, discoveries, or the three major events that is in the history of telecommunication system. First, in the year 1966, satellite communication was developed. See, a satellite communication is that communication satellite is an artificial satellite that relays and amplifies radio telecommunication signals via a transponder. It creates a communication channel between a source transmitter and a receiver at the different locations. See, this is what the satellite communication is. Whereas in the year 1989, the concept of World Wide Web was developed. See, World Wide Web, commonly known as web, WWW, commonly known as web, is an information system where documents and other web resources are identified by uniform resource locations, which may be interlinked by hypertext, and are accessible over the internet. See, this got developed, that is World Wide Web, or web in simple form. Web got developed, that is in the year 1989. In the year 1991, Wi-Fi was invented. See, Wi-Fi was invented in the year 1991. See, Wi-Fi is a wireless fidelity. It allows devices to stay connected with network. Wireless fidelity, it allows devices to stay connected with networking. See, these are the three major events or major developments that were taken place in the communication system. Now, in the year 2007, Apple iPhones pioneered a new breed of web-enabled wireless device. See, this is also a major introduction in the communication system through mobiles. Apple iPhones pioneered a new breed of web-enabled wireless devices connected to web, connected to internet, connected to web, and connected to satellite. And this system of phones got developed in the year 2007. See, then in the year 2012, mobile 4G network was introduced. See, mobile 4G network was introduced, that is in the year 2012. See, 4G is the fourth generation broadband cellular network technology succeeding 3G and preceding 5G. See, 4G is the fourth generation broadband cellular network technology succeeding 3G and preceding 5G. And the mobile phones what we are using today, got connected to mobile 4G network. and this 4G network, speed and the mobile networking, and thus, the 4G networking system got developed, that is in the year 2012, and most of us, we are using today the 4G networking system, and many countries, many other countries like China, they are now they are introduced. I mean, even the 5G network system, slowly in India also 5G network will, come within, short period of time. We will also accessible to the 5G network. But before that, 2015, Windows 10 was introduced. See, Windows 10 is a series of operating system developed by Microsoft. See, Windows 10 is a series of operating systems developed by Microsoft, that is in the year 2015. See, children, all these discoveries and all these major events took place, I mean, in the history of communication system. All these systems, I mean, devices in discoveries, greatly helped, greatly used, and greatly helped us to understand each and everything, with the help each and everything. By it connected people and places, that and the communication system got developed widely throughout the world, and we are largely dependent on all these, I mean, communication systems. In the year 2016, first 5 atom quantum computer was built. See, it is also a major development, that is in the communication system, and this got introduced to the computer networking system, that is in the year 2016. First 5 atom quantum computer was built. And now, children, very important is, all these inventions, all these discoveries improved communication between people of distant lands. See, what is the most important thing we will have to understand is, all these inventions, what are all we have discussed so far, all these inventions improved the communication gap between people of distant lands. And now, thus, world has become a small village with all these inventions. It improved the communication between people of distant places. Distant places means different lands or different locations. These improvements in the communication has made, because of this, lot of improvement has taken place in the communication, and life much easier, and it made the life of people much comfortable and easier. The satellites orbiting in the space transfer data to the earth, which helps in making weather forecast and predicting natural calamities, making phone calls, aircrafts and ships navigations, etc. With the development of all these technologies, with the development of all these devices, greatly helped in, the communication system, and even it helped in making weather forecast, predicting natural calamities, making phone calls, aircrafts and ship navigations, etc. Children, only one point I would like to tell. All these inventions, all these developments which were made by, great scientists, and based on that, today's communication system, it is, we cannot say it has no limits, and the communication system what we are enjoying today, it is the contribution of all the great scientists who made us to reach the great heights, that is in the field of communication systems. We are constantly moving towards a better tomorrow as new inventions and discoveries are taking place continuously. But there is no full stop and there is no end to this technology. We are constantly moving towards a better tomorrow. See, still many more inventions and many more discoveries are yet to discover. I mean, all these discoveries are, making us to, move towards a better tomorrow. See, what is the ultimate is, all these inventions are, made, all these inventions make our lives very easier, comfortable, and all these inventions, taking us towards a better tomorrow as new inventions and discoveries are taking place continuously. All these inventions will continue even in the future, and the main purpose of these inventions, it is for the better tomorrow. Thank you, children, for watching this session, and hope we will continue with some other things that is in the next slide. See, before that, I would like to insert a video connecting to this topic. Please watch this video also, and hope you have all understood this lesson. Thank you for watching this video.
So, today we are going to show you the evolution of communication.
What differentiates us human from animals is the way we communicate with each other. Here we will show you a brief history of how communication systems.
The evolution of communication.
What differentiates us human from animals is the way we communicate with each other. Here we will show you a brief history of how communication system evolved. The whole journey of communication started with the caveman. The cavemen used to gather around fire to discuss their day-to-day activities. We can compare this to modern-day social networking sites such as Facebook. The one sudden day they decided to record their activities or knowledge. The cavemen then started to inscribing on the caves. We can compare this to modern-day blogging. The problem with this communication method was it was localized. When people started moving out of the cave, long-distance communication became very important.
Smoke signal. This was the first long-distance communication. It was used in Northern America, where each tribe has its own signaling system. A smoke from top of the hill signified danger. Smoke signal was also used in ancient China. The soldiers stationed at the Great Wall would alert for danger using smoke signal from tower to tower. In this way they could transmit message as far as 750 kilometers within a few hours. The smoke signal is still used in Vatican to indicate the selection of new pope.
Pigeons. Due to their natural homing ability, pigeons were extensively used for long-distance communication. The pigeons were used by Persians, Romans, Greeks, Mughals. In 19th century, pigeons were also used to transmit stock quotations from one city to another. Cherami, a homing pigeon, was awarded the French War Cross for her services during World War I. TV series Game of Thrones has shown the use of raven instead of pigeon for long-distance communication.
Pony Express. From ancient time, kings have been using human messenger to relay messages. Pony Express was the first of its kind mail service, delivering messages, mails, newspapers, and small packages by horseback using small relay stations. It is regarded as the first courier service. It was used in the mid-19th century to communicate between East Coast and West Coast of America.
Semaphore flag. Semaphore flag was used in maritime during the late 19th century. The word semaphore is derived from Greek word sema meaning sign, and pharo meaning bearer. It is the telegraphy system conveying information at a distance by means of visual signals with handheld flags, rods and disc. It is still used during underway replenishment at sea and is acceptable mode of communication for emergency.
Telegraph. Telegraphy was the greatest breakthrough in the field of communication. Although the smoke signal and semaphore flags were different form of telegraphy, but the harnessing of electricity in the late 19th century gave birth to electric telegraphy. Morse code is still used globally as a mode of communication. Till a couple of decades ago, telegraphy was the most popular form of long-distance communication. The US discontinued the use of telegraph in 2006. India's BSNL-owned telegraph service ended in 2013. It was reportedly the world's last existing true electric commercial telegraph system.
Radio. The term radio in Latin means beam of light. In 1864, James Clerk Maxwell showed mathematically that electromagnetic waves could propagate through free space. The effects of electromagnetic waves were observed before and after Maxwell, but no one could detect its presence. In 1886, Heinrich Hertz established the existence of electromagnetic waves. In 1888, he demonstrated that one could produce and detect electromagnetic waves, which we today call as radio waves. In November 1894, Jagdish Chandra Bose at Town Hall of Kolkata ignited gunpowder and rang a bell kept at a distance using microwave. During the same time, an Italian scientist Guglielmo Marconi made an electric bell which went off during lightning. This was just the beginning of a whole new era of distant communication. Early 20th century radio system transmitted message using continuous waves only. Amplitude modulation was demonstrated for the transmission of voice and music, but with little success. World War I accelerated the development of radio for military communication. After the war, commercial radio broadcasting began in 1920 and was a big hit. World War II again accelerated the development of wartime purposes for aircraft and land communication.
Telephone. Until now, real-time communication was confined to diplomatic purposes or for broadcasting. Still, telegram was the fastest one-to-one communication used by common people. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. At first, the benefits of a telephone exchange were not exploited. Instead, telephones were leased in pairs to a subscriber, who had to arrange for a telegraph contractor to construct a line between them, for example between a home and a shop. It was a luxury that only rich people could afford. Later, telephones took advantage of the exchange principle already employed in telegraph networks. Each telephone was wired to a local telephone exchange, and the exchanges were wired together with trunks. Networks were connected in a hierarchical manner until they spanned cities, countries, continents, and oceans. This was the beginning of the Public Switch Telephone Network, or PSTN. The major progress took place after the Second World War.
So friends, here we have seen history of communication started from caveman to telephone. But this is just the beginning of a golden era in the field of communication.
In the next video, we will talk about how communication system evolved from wired to wireless and local to global. Also, we will see the role of government to regulate wireless spectrum and role of private companies to develop existing network of fourth generation.
So friends, don't forget to subscribe our channel and like our videos. And stay tuned for upcoming videos.